Welcome back, everyone, to Wake Up Workday. I am your host, Tony Gilfillan, and we are going to jump in to the usual, what I find interesting in the world today of technology and AI and all the fun stuff related to that. So let's jump over to that, and then we'll jump into our app. All right. So, first off, I have gone down the rabbit hole, as well as I'm sure some of you have, in the Stranger Things conspiracy theory that there is a 9th episode. I'm not really buying it quite yet, but I did hear something this morning that maybe the documentary they're releasing on the 12th might be an actual 9th episode. I don't know. We'll see. I actually liked the finale, but we'll see from there. No spoilers. All right. Next, the S&P 500 ticks to another record high. Pretty cool. Kind of usual for January. Tends to jump up from our fall lull. And into CES. We are on to day 2 of the CES extravaganza. There's been a load of stuff coming out. Some of the sillier things. A new BlackBerry-esque type keyboard. I thought this was kind of funny. I had a BlackBerry back in the day. But it looks like you can get a new one that is about $400. So if you're looking for another BlackBerry, they're now going to be available again. Lenovo revealed a pretty cool thing, a rollable screen. So these new flexible screens are all the rage now, especially with like the folding phone that I saw yesterday. This is actually a foldable screen, so it actually can expand out into a bigger laptop screen. That's pretty neat. And then AMD released their Ryzen 9850 series. So just another chip in their graphics card lineup. AMD seems to be the winner in all the PC stuff these days, but I know Nvidia has been trying to get back into that game with some of their releases. Also this week with CES. And another thing of silly things that have come out of CES, looks like you can get a anime companion. Very cringe. I watched this video. It's the little person that talks to you. Yeah, kind of ridiculous. An AI panda you can get. Not really sure what that is. A $500 ice maker that has AI in it. Why? Who knows? And then an ultrasonic knife that is also like $400 that just vibrates. And then a musical lollipop. So a bunch of silly stuff coming out of CES, but I thought that was kind of funny. All right, let's jump over to our 3D printer app that we've been working on. So today we'll mostly be doing this because I feel like I'm going to be running into some problems just getting this up and running. I did not have any time yesterday to really debug the Python issue I was having. I did get it installed, but haven't let Claude kind of take the reins and try to get this thing up and running locally yet. So we're letting this thing kind of mull away at getting a local virtual environment of our Python 3 app. Basically, we want this thing to be able to hit my 3D printer via APIs. So once I get this thing working locally, then I'll throw it up on a hosted service, probably on render again, like we did with the other app that we built last year. And then we'll jump over to the Workday side of things, so then we can actually hit the web services. A little teaser on web services is we are actually going to be releasing something cool tomorrow in regards to triggering business processes with orchestration. So keep your eye on the forum for that one. What is this thing trying to do? All it's doing is starting up application. That is taking a while. This thing stopped. This little doesn't take that long to start up an actual virtual environment. We're just gonna restart our entire IDE because it should not be taking this long to run some simple code. Git repositories found. Yep. All right, let's try to run this again. Start my virtual environment. Whoa. Not touching that. It's doing it on its own. Start my virtual environment. Claude does not seem to be reacting very much today. Check. See if Anthropic's having any problems. Why is my tool not working then? Always authenticating with stuff. Web version's working fine. Claude Code seems to be struggling right now. Interesting. Not even responding when I hit stop. Alright, well, if that's not working, we'll jump over to the Workday side of things. So, back to our little high-level design here. We were working on the 3D printer app. I did want to get that up and running, but Claude's having a problem. And we're going to jump over to the Workday side of things where we're going to set up a couple orchestrations. One for sending the prints themselves to the printer, which we'll be sending to our app that doesn't work yet. And then another one coming back in to essentially notify the user. Then we also have to create those BOs to track those prints and have basically a management screen in our Extend app. So we did create a little asynchronous orchestration, just send 3D print. We're going to call our service with a send HTTP request. Won't be able to call anything yet because the app isn't up yet. But we'll just leave this HTTP request there for when we need it. And then I don't think we really need to do anything else here, honestly. It's literally just sending the print, and then we'll log that it got sent. Let's log that data. Whoop, need to do that as string. String. And then we'll go back to our orchestrations and create another one. Create a synchronous orchestration. And this one is going to be for notify user. So this is the one that our application is going to call to send a notification to the user itself. This one will be a Workday API request, and we can do the mail API with that one, or the notifications. I'll have to think about that one. Doing anything yet? This finish setup. Oh, this is... That's the built-in Copilot. Why is Claude Code not responding? This is really concerning to me. Let's maybe start a new chat. All right, we'll let this thing kind of go. And then we'll go back to our actual application where we created our business object, security domain for the object, and then we need to create a page to monitor the prints. So we'll just call this manage 3D prints. I'm not sure what Claude Code is doing right now, but it is not working. App Builder's a little wonky. I do have Google. All right, we got a homepage here. See if we can generate WQL statement for me. Create a WQL query for my info business object. That's not what I was asking for, but we'll take it and just fiddle it around until it does work. What is this music? The YouTube library has gone astray. I'm gonna go into my tenant and grab all the stuff I need for this. Oh, that's gonna blow up on parameters here. Is my app not built? Having all the problems this morning. Presentation component failed. Delete this for now. Doesn't actually do anything. Alright, here is our WQL alias. Here, see if it can generate it with this. Oh. Hit 3D print. Quite a load of text. Dumb this down a little bit. Print. All right. Now, if we can have it put it in somewhere. API error. Query execution failed. Guess I had to be a little bit more explicit for generating that. It spelled out the 3 in 3D print. That's alright. Go ahead and add all this. Oh, it created me a second. What is going on here? We need to make this one the root. One of these is the actual one I need. One is junk. Code mode and fix that so it's using the right one. Get 3D prints. Copilot's nice for generating stuff, but it can get some of these references a little off. Query ID, get 3D prints. So, capital D. I am just messing up all the things today. There we go. Now the IDs should match up. Oh. 400. Yeah, I don't... This instance 1 isn't a thing. I don't really know what that's trying to get. Does this actually work? From all fields? This is the data source. Select all from that's correct. Not sure what that query was attempting to do. Done wrong here. I'll go look at one of my previous apps that I know I've done something very similar. Jump over to our little email app. This is a graph query. I could just do that. I want to try the 12 version. We did that. Create one with the stock app. Sorry about all the jumping around. I'm just trying to steal my own code. Claude is still dead. Yeah, from that should work. Maybe you can't specify the star. Ugh. Gonna have to specify the fields and do all. Select. Print. Near info. Alright, I think it's his name. Yeah. WQL does not like spaces. Invalid request from data source. Blah is inaccessible. Do I need probably to put Logan on the security domain? Yep. Security domain for my business object here. We'll add Logan. Okay. And let's not forget to enable this. Activate pending security. Haven't done that since last year. Other app. Is it accessible? Come on. Enter a valid field. Print name. Here's the WQL list I need to be using. Be jumping back and forth so much. Here it is. Right here for me. These are camel case. So print info. Print name. Time. Status, lowercase, and worker. I just want to see a blank screen because there's no records in there. Oh my goodness. Enter a valid report field. And info is invalid. Print info is the actual, oh my gosh. That's the actual business object. There we go. It created me some odd table namings here, but what in the world? Definitely don't need all that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only need 4 columns. Delete the rest of these. And the ID from these need to match. I could just regenerate this, but I'm already halfway there. Okay, should be relatively accurate now. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I'm 5 minutes over. Sorry guys, not exactly what I was trying to do today, but hopefully tomorrow Claude will be cooperating with us. But we got a little stub version of our Extend app that we can start working with once we get the 3D printer piece working as well. So thanks for joining me.